guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to another episode on the 110. Today we're going to be fitting Gwyn mud shields to the rear tub. Now there's two sets for the rear. There's one that goes across the rear lights at the back and the back of the crossmember, and one that goes under the seat. Well, it attaches to the front of the wheel arch, just at the side of the body mountings. So we're going to fit them both today. Let me show you the old ones. So I had to cut the old ones off to get in with the lanyard guard. They were pretty past it anyway. Apologies for the sheep, they're doing nothing but sing all day, no idea why. So yeah, these are the originals. They're just flimsy bits of plastic. Seeing as I've undersealed the full chassis and done the full shebang, give Gwyn Lewis a call and get these nice mud shields fitted. Now I've actually bought the entire set, so there's two sets for the back and two sets for the front. The front ones are going to be in a separate video when I remove the front axle, just because it aids with fitting, etc. You probably understand why. And be aware, there's two sets of these. This is the Puma set with the stepped tub. The older Land Rovers have a square tub, so make sure when you order these you order them for the right one. Puma's stepped, the older ones are square. There's a little bit of trimming involved. So for the driver's side, the fuel filter housing is here. So as these come to fit most Land Rover models, you have just got to trim the edge off. They are pre-trimmed, you've just got to cut it yourself, that's all. Other than that, quite straightforward to fit, so let's get on with it.
Okay, so due to the weather I had to voice over the top of this video because you couldn't hear a word I was saying, so apologies again for the quality. These are the instructions for the front mud shields that go in the rear wheel wells. So you can just see on the left there, I've had to just trim it slightly. This is for the Pumas and the TD5s, just to get around the fuel filter. Once you offer it up, you can mark the holes up with using Tipp-Ex, so that's what I used. And then you can drill the holes through it's like the big metal bar that goes underneath the chassis for the seats. Just drill the holes through there. I then painted them just to protect them before putting loads of lanyard guard on the screws. So it's a 4mm drill bit, and then the screws if you've got a gun, it's a lot easier, you just put them in. But don't tighten them up properly yet, just leave everything loose until all the shields are on, and then you can nip everything up then. So the next step, put two Tipp-Ex marks through the seatbelt anchors, and it centralises the upper shield, just so you can see your marks through the actual holes of the shield, and then you know you've got it in the right position. The cutout on the right hand side goes into the wheel arch around the plastic rivet that holds the wheel arch extensions on. So as long as you've got them two Tipp-Ex marks lined up, using a 5.5mm drill bit, just drill two holes through it. It's a bit of thicker metal, so you've got to make a larger hole for the screws. And then the same again, give them a quick paint over just to protect them. Fill the screws with lanyard guard or copper grease, and then fit. So now for the bottom. With this in line, you can see the holes. I just put a little pilot hole in. I think I used either 3mm, and by hand, because you're screwing into the plastic now, I just put the screws through and just nip them up, and that is the shield on nice and solid. The next bit then is the rear mud shields, and these actually screw on in place of the originals, so there's no cutting or messing about with these. So you can see now this is the passenger side, or the near side if you're in another country. I just opened these up with a screwdriver. It made it a lot easier just to fit over the shields because they are pretty thick. And you can see here that the lower shield actually screws into the upper shield. So the upper shield is the mounting, and it holds everything on nice and square, and it's nice and secure. If you have a station wagon with rear seat mountings or seatbelt mountings, these are the cutouts that you'll need to do. Mine being a double cab, I didn't need to do it, but the option's there for yourselves. So this is the offside now, so there's nothing to, no cutouts to get around, it's just literally the same fitment as the near side. You can see now the original mounting points, just put it straight up over the top, and again just nip the bolts, you don't have to tighten them up just in case you need to adjust it slightly. And once that's nice and secure, you can then just slot the lower shield on underneath, just around, this one's around the exhaust mounting on the near side. So once you're happy with the position of everything, you can then just tighten them up. So here's quickly me fitting the other side. So I'd already drilled the holes out, it's just a case of painting the bare metal, liner guarding the screws, and then just building back up. Nice and easy job to do, and obviously it offers more protection than just bare metal. So yeah, unfortunately this video didn't go to plan due to the weather, but here's a quick guide on how to fit the Gwyn Lewis mud shields if you're thinking about buying them. So I hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful. So I'll see you in the next video.